I'm going to demonstrate how to make cordage with natural material. And I'm using a grass. This is raffia, and you can buy this at any craft store. It's a really good material to learn with. And I'll go through other natural cordages at the end of the video. You simply make a fish shape, like you used to draw when you were a little kid. Just this simple shape like a fish. With your left hand, pinch right at the X. You want to take the top piece. It's always the top. You're never going to be working with the bottom, only with this top piece. And what you want to do is you want to twist this away from yourself several times and then bring it over the bottom and move your thumb up to pinch it. Twist this away. I use this middle finger to kind of pull this up and around. Twist away from you, always away from you, down. Twist away, down, and over the bottom. And then you'll see what happens is the top piece becomes the bottom. The top piece becomes the bottom. And you keep moving your thumb and forefinger to hold the pieces in place, like so. And you keep twisting and pulling down until it begins to take shape. If you don't twist enough, it'll become loose like this. You want it to be really tight. The other method I like, especially for kids, is using your toe. So you wrap around your material around your big toe, you make an X, and it's just the same. You want to twist the right hand, bring it over the left hand. So twisting away from you, bringing it over, twisting it away, bringing it over. I'll try to show you like that. Bringing it over. Twist away from you, bringing it over, and you can switch hands. Twisting away, always twisting the right side, always the right, never the left. Over it, and then the left becomes the right. Over, and then the left is the right. Spinning away from you, and over. So how I like to do it that makes it a lot faster is I'm always grabbing this left with my middle finger. So I'm always grabbing it and pulling it. So it's less motion. Grabbing it underneath, grabbing it underneath. And then your hands become like a spider. And you can get very fast. You could tie this to, I don't know, a tree branch, a doorknob, whatever, but your foot's pretty convenient. And you just keep going like this. Once you've reached the end of your material, you'll want to splice in some more so that you can continue working on your length of rope. My favorite method is by simply taking another piece and laying it over top of the short end. And I like to overlap it about a 1/2 inch. I'll hold on to that. And then I simply twist in that new piece and continue spinning. Now this top piece will be a little bit thicker than the bottom. And there's ways of making this look perfect. You can pull out some extra ones at the top, taking out other strands, but generally it doesn't make that much of a difference. I haven't noticed that it makes your cordage weaker at those points. If it's really fat compared to one side, this is what it looks like when you have one strand bigger than the other. It kind of just twists over itself, and it doesn't make for a strong piece of cordage. there'll be these little ends left over, which is no big deal. At the end, you can just come along and take a pair of scissors and cut those off. And I usually do this at the very end. This is a good example of a finished piece. There's another technique also called doubling back, and this can make a thin piece of cordage like I have here into something twice as thick. So instead of making your fish with the body coming over this strand, you want to do the opposite. So you're going to have the body coming up and over the strand. Grasp it at the X, and then it's the complete opposite. So you're going to take the bottom strand and twist it towards you and up. The bottom strand towards you and up, moving your finger around. The bottom towards you and up. Bottom towards you and up. And this will create an even stronger piece of rope than a single strand. Like that. There are numerous plant fibers, tree barks, and roots to choose from for natural cordage, like the stem fibers of stinging nettle and fireweed, the inner tree barks of cedar, basswood, or maple, cattail if you live near water, yucca if you live in the desert, or near any Taco Bell. And if you live in Hawaii, look for the how tree.